All right, Craig Nielsen here along with Damon Halachuk and our ring announcer Don Andrews. We're just a few minutes away from our first fight of the evening. We are at BFL21 in Penticton, British Columbia. We're at the convention center. It's gorgeous. People are filing in. There's a lot of people. There's some good energy. The fighters meeting is going on right now. It's going to be a lot of fun today. But let me ask you guys, what fight are you most excited about?
You go. No, you go.
I'll go. For me, I think it's going to be the main event. I think the Darwin Douglas and Micah Brakefield fight's going to be. It's going to be interesting because Darwin brings a fair bit of experience. Micah's got this huge reach advantage. From what I understand, it's like 6 inches of reach.
Yeah.
So if he can keep him to the outside, they could. This could be 5 rounds. Who knows?
No, seriously, that's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
I think, though, what we might result tonight, maybe the biggest thing we might see that comes out of tonight's series of events is if Micah Brakefield manages to get and secure his sponsorship deal with Vidal Sassoon.
Good call.
Since he became a fighter, his hair has gone bananas, and I don't know why, but he is. That's the only reason I don't know this for certain, but I think that it's either Hurt plus Vidal Sassoon,
right?
Or any of those two that he's actually trying to secure an MMA sponsor, the first one ever for a hair.
I understand the Great Clips had pulled out.
Great Clips, right?
Yeah, well, thinking about it.
Well, why would? Yeah.
They got no business out of it.
They're like, hey, listen, man, the hair's growing, so
He looks like a caveman. But in all honesty, I'm looking forward to the Micah Brakefield. This fight's going to be great. A good pro fight. Got a fantastic card here in Penticton. There's always a crazy crowd too here.
Now, before we leave that fight, the thing for me about that fight is, on one hand you've got Micah, who is this tall. He's 6'4". He's lanky. He's got a ton of reach. But he's not the striker here. He's the wrestler. That's his base. Now, not to say he's not a striker. His striking has improved since we've seen him sort of grow through his Battlefield amateur career and now become pro. But Darwin Douglas, hey, he's the old man on the hill. He will tell you that. He's 40 years old. He's the striker here. And so what it's interesting is Darwin going to be able to get inside to use his striking against such a tall guy, whereas Micah, some would say this is a bit of a bad matchup for Darwin because he's fighting a wrestler that's got more reach. So that's going to be, we're gonna have a look at that in the main event. But let's now talk a little bit about the co-main event. I know I asked you guys what fights you're excited about, but I'm sure you're excited about the co-main event for Ryan Allen's amateur middleweight title.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know me. I love the science of the sport. That's the thing. The stories that are played out. I know it sounds like a cliche, but that's my favorite part about this is that I get to talk and see and envision what's going to happen. So you got 2 high-level jiu-jitsu guys going at it, and that's my favorite thing.
That's going to be the chess match that happens.
Absolutely,
right?
And at an amateur level, to have this caliber of jiu-jitsu at an amateur level is so rare in any promotion in North America. Outside of tournaments in Rio, Pan Am Games, places like this, you're not going to see 2 guys who are this good at what they do, a purple and a brown belt going toe-to-toe. I'm super excited about that.
We just spoke to Jared Ravel, who Ryan Allen's taking on, and he was telling us about his experience at the Pan Am Games in jiu-jitsu. So, 2, like you said, Damon, 2 incredibly high-level guys, but the word on the street is that Ryan Allen, the champion, might decide to try and just stand. Might try and stuff the takedown, stand and bang, and because we've seen Ryan Allen's, he's got serious power in his hands.
He's got bazookas.
We saw what he did to Jared Cornelison, who is a great fighter in that division. But Ryan Allen made fairly quick work, slammed him, started hitting him ground and pound. So, is possibly wrestling going to be the difference in this fight?
Yeah.
Who knows? All I know, though, is that we're about to get started here. If you haven't yet, this is available to watch online on pay-per-view. It costs you $7. Right? $7 less.
You can't get a sandwich for $7.
Less than Don paid for his haircut. Actually, less than he paid for his haircut. It's available at battlefieldfl.com/live. Come hang out with us for a couple hours. Watch some fantastic mixed martial arts. We're in Penticton. You might as well hang out with us while we're here. Right, guys?
Yep. Come down to Penticton. We'll see you in a few minutes.